Hello everyone, it is Evan here from the Trade Risk on Wednesday, September 22nd. I am traveling today, I'm on the road, but I've got some downtime and don't have my usual setup here. So I'm going to keep this pretty brief, but this is our Trade Ideas weekly video. I'm going to sort of morph this into maybe more of a market insights video. As always, these videos are sponsored by our partners over at Investors Business Daily. We're going to be looking at some stocks that are on their, at least their IBD 50 list, might be a couple of other lists as well that some of these stocks are making. So what we're going to look at here is the ARKW fund. So this is the ARK ETF, and we're going to be looking at the components in the Web ETF. And this is one that I typically look at. I don't really look at Cathie Wood's and their innovation fund, their flagship fund. I tend to comb through their web fund. I like it a little bit more, seems to actually produce some better returns. So we're going to be looking at the web ETF components, which is basically a growth tech focused fund. And we are going to be looking at the performance of these stocks over the past 12 days. And the reason 12 days was selected is because that is essentially where the sell-off started in the market. So about 12 days ago is where we peaked and have been pulling back in the broad averages. So let's take a look at the strongest stocks here. So the first on the list, I've got the Web ETF components in this bottom left watch list, and I've got it sorted based on 12-day returns. So the number one performer is a SPAC listing here. I believe this turned into Next Door, the company Next Door, and this has the best performance. Now, this obviously is a SPAC. It has limited trading history, and it's got some interesting dynamics, basically because a deal was announced. But ultimately, best performing stock here is this KVSB. 12-day return is positive 4.31%. I'm not going to talk too much more about this one because let's get on to something that has a little more trading history, maybe a little more actionable. Ticker symbol SNAP. This is Snap. And this also happens to be on IBD 50 watch list as well. So take a look at this as the second best performer over the past 12 days. If we zoom out here, you can see that this stock is actually at its all-time highs. It's trading just at the top end of this range, and in fact, if we close here today, I'm recording this intraday, this will be a new all-time closing high for Snap. So some great relative strength, some actionable sort of signals here as this potentially starts to break out. Really like this setup here. Number two performer up almost 4% over the past 12 days, which again, past 12 days has been more so correction for most stocks. If we take a look at number three here is Cloudflare NET. This is the third best stock performer in the ARKW fund. This also happens to be on IBD 50 list as well. So here you can see that this has basically been in an uninterrupted uptrend. This really didn't suffer any pullback here over the past 12 days, a little bit of chop, but this is closing at highs. Great relative strength there. Number four is Pltr. So this is Palantir. Notice this one now has certainly outperformed on a relative basis. It's up 3% over the past 12 days. Notice it is much further off of its highs. So this has been doing the work, kind of moving sideways, consolidating these past, frankly, this whole year. And it is now starting to kind of shape up here and look like it wants to kind of make a run for these highs or start, leading to the upside once again. So keep that one on watch list. Good relative strength there. We're going to go two more here. Number five is Snow, ticker symbol SNOW. This is Snowflake. You can see this here has had a nice run again over the past 12 days. Positive performance, up 2%, been in an uptrend. It's off of highs, but acting well. And last but not least is Tsla. TSLA. This is up over 2% over the past 12 sessions. And again, this looks like a Palantir here where it's off of its highs and it's been consolidating for frankly most of this year, the past, call it 6 months or so, sideways in between, $600 and $700. It's spent most of its time. It's trading at the top end of this range now. And again, acting stronger over the past 5 trading sessions. So hopefully that was helpful. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. Internet connection also probably a little subpar here, so hopefully I can get this video up. But this gives you an idea of stocks that are at least holding up on the relative strength basis. Maybe they're stocks that you want to add to your watch list. Keep an eye on them, even if they're not ready today. It shows you what is working right here in this market. Of course, we've got Fed, FOMC, and all kinds of fun stuff coming up later today as well. So trade safely out there. Hopefully this video is helpful. And again, see you in the next video update. Thanks so much.